Hey, Sugar. How y'all doing today? My name is Bonnibel, and welcome to my bakery. Sugar, I hope you'll not think me too forward, but I've seen you around town causing mischief, and I've been working up the courage to say hello and introduce myself. But now that you're here, standing right in front of me, I think we're in the land of now or never. Would you be offended if an upstanding country gal invited you out for coffee sometime? Why, let's just say that I happen to be a pretty fantastic judge of character. That is, I can usually tell which ones are the charming, debonair types from a distance. Also, it helps when they are really attractive. I'll give you my number, Sugar, and I'll send you an invite soon. Maybe you're available, maybe not, but a little harmless flirt never hurt anybody. Talk to you soon. Oh, that's just fantastic, Sugar. You're a real peach. I'll give you my number, and we'll try to set something up. I'm so glad you wandered in today. I was beginning to think I wouldn't get my chance. Talk to you soon, Sugar. Take care. You know, darling, I've never thought about why we bake cookies and cook bacon. That's quite the brain tickler.
It must be a mistake, though, right? Is there someone we can ask? Like the president of words?
Elle, sweetie, that's not a real person. That's a loopy dream you had when you ate that whole lemon meringue bust of Beyonce I made.
That's right. I do remember that. But not much of what happened afterward.
Oh, hello, a customer. How long you been standing there, Sugar? Forgive me for being a chatty Cappy. Welcome to my bakery. My name is Bonnibel. You let me know if you see anything you like and I'll wrap some up for you. Sweet Georgia brownies, my cupcakes. I'm coming, darlings.
Gracious! It's a good thing your nose was around to save the day. This town could use more noses like yours.
Oh, darling. Bless your heart. That pickup line is downright spectacular for how bad it is.
Oh, you shouldn't eat anything with hair on it. It's almost never there on purpose.
You two are just the cutest. Hold on, I'll get some free samples. Maybe you can take another try at that order there, darling. Well, now that is quite the order. You must have a sweet tooth like a son of a gun. Wait here, I'll get 'em boxed up for you.
Are you stocking up your computer? Mine keeps asking me if I accept cookies, but it never gives me any. I wonder if I have to fill it first.
All right, sweeties, I've got a big old tray of marzipan with your names on it, and they're shaped like broccoli, so you know they're good for you. Oh, Elle's gone and disappeared again. That girl is like a busty Batman in a hot pink cape. So how'd it go, huh? Did you manage to get a flirt through to that pretty little girl? Elle is a special girl who likes to keep her head in the clouds. You seem like a sweetheart yourself, so I'll give you a hand. Here's a little old tip for you. Elle's favorite gifts are sweets, especially cherry cupcakes. I'll give you a few for the road, on the house. Now you make sure you're a sweetheart to her, or I'm gonna come at you with my wooden spoon. And by the way, Sugar Cookie, if things don't work out between you and my dear sweet Elle, I might have a couple of special dessert options to cheer you up. Well, hello there, sugar. Why, don't you look like a little old chocolate chip cookie looking for a tall glass of milk? Bless your heart, darling, for ringing me up. I think my evening plans were mostly vacuuming, so you have officially spared me from a life of boredom and solitude. This coffee place is the bee's knees, sugar. The gal in here is an artist. You've heard of magic beans? Well, she's the one who makes them that way. Just keep an eye on her brother. You'll spot him a mile away. Charming little troublemaker, him. Shall we roll out the red carpet and get on with it? Got any objections to coffee and conversation? Oh, you don't say. Poor little vanilla pod. There's nothing I hate worse than a craving you can't corral. Well, let's roll in and take care of you, sugar. Amen, sugar. Throw in a cake and ice cream, and you got everything a Bonnibel needs to thrive. Let's go in and rustle up a latte. Oh, well, aren't you just the kindest little haberdasher this side of the Rockies? You better watch out. Keep up that charming veneer, and you're gonna make this bonbon melt. Let's go in and rustle up a latte.
Hola, aloha, and hello. Welcome to the Queen Bean Coffee House. Oh, Miss Valentine, I love what you have done with your hair. It is like a glorious sunset lighting the ocean waves.
Oh, sugar, you're a regular bouquet in a bow. I wish I could make cupcakes half as sweet as you.
Gracias, Miss Valentine. So, what can I do for you today? The usual? Latte, extra milk and sugar?
And salt the rim, if you would, darling. I'm feeling a dash adventurous today.
And for you, friendo? One black coffee on the rocks coming up.
Well, if that ain't the grimmest sounding beverage I've heard all week. You made that sound downright dangerous.
Wait. Oh, yes. It took my brain a moment to realize that was real. I'll be right with you with your drinks.
That drink sounded like a mouthful, sugar. I might just have to steal a sip, though. You made it sound enticing. Ooh, maybe that's what I want instead. Make mine just like that, too.
Of course, Miss Valentine. 2 festive macchiatos coming up.
Isn't she such a darling? This place used to be run by a trio of hipsters who liked mixing and matching ingredients and giving them funny names. I've got nothing against hipsters or creativity, but one day they offered me something called junk spunk, and I noped out of there on the double. Anyway, little Lotus there has been running things for a year now, and everything is hunky-dory. Coffee is like kissing. You need it often and by someone who knows how. Don't you agree, sugar? Amen to that. I'm waiting for the first coffee culinary college to open up, then I'm gonna start sponsoring some scholarships. You just wait and see. Don't we all, sugar? Don't we all? Well, I can't argue with that sort of sound moral argument, sugar. Though I feel like I've heard that pickup line somewhere before. It's on the tip of my tongue. So tell me more about yourself, sweet cheeks. I reckon you're new to town since we've never run into each other before. Either that or you secretly hate baked goodies, and this relationship is already doomed to failure. Oh, I see. Well, say no more, sugar. I'm a country girl from Gossip County, so there's no secret sacred enough to be safe with me. Oh, darling, ain't that the worst? Before I jumped in and started up my own bakery, I worked a bunch of different jobs, here and there. The one thing they all had in common was that my bosses always found a way to turn my personal hours into professional hours. Well, that, and they all eventually tried to get me wearing V-necks and skirts. But that's a whole different cup of sweet tea. Good gracious, darling. You really like to lay those sweet nothings on thick, huh? By the way, I feel I should stress that I didn't ask you to stop.
Why, hello there, Miss Bonbon. As always, it is my great privilege to serve you. How is my favorite customer today? Out in the sunshine where all beautiful girls belong.
Ah, Dimitri. How's my little caramel apple doing? I'm doing right as rain during drought season, I'd venture.
I am so happy to hear it. Dimitri is good. He is, how do you say, full of life and fire and chocolate-covered coffee beans.
Dimitri, what are you doing?
Ahaha! Lotus, my beautiful sister. I am bringing our dear customers their drinks. Can't you see how thirsty they are?
I told you not to bother Miss Valentine on her date. I put the No Dimitri sign on that drink tray for a reason. Until you learn not to flirt so shamelessly with everyone, you stay in the back and make espresso.
Oh, that's all right, darling. Dimitri was being a perfect gentleman.
Do you see? Even a beastly man like me can clean up and reform his scandalous ways.
You are too kind, Miss Valentine, and patient, and sweet, even to the biggest fools. Well then, deliver their drinks and give him space. Go, go, go!
Here you are, my dear friends. If you need anything else, please do not hesitate to summon me.
Thank you, darlings. Aren't those two just cute as cucumbers? They're so funny. Dimitri just can't help himself from getting under Lotus's skin. Oh, pooh, darling. You gotta let life come at its own pace. Otherwise, you're gonna find angst in every situation you're in. You know it, sugar. He's one of those keep an eye on types. Otherwise, he'll be sweet-talking you over the counter, and the next thing you know, you're buying him a drink somewhere. Good Lord. Oh, me too, sugar. Even when they bicker, they have such pretty voices. I could listen to them for hours. So I've been mostly talking your ear off, sweet cheeks. You barely gotten a word in edgewise while I've been clucking up a storm. I made a New Year's resolution to try and talk a little less when I'm in good company. And seeing as it's summertime and I haven't started yet, it's not looking good. So, feel free to ask me whatever's on your mind. I'm an open book with a fancy bookmark ribbon. Oh, darling, bless your heart. I hear that joke every waking day of my life. But in all seriousness, I love it so much, sugar. I get to bake up a storm every day, which fills me with the honey glow, something fierce. Everyone who comes into my shop is so kind and friendly. It's hard being a grouch when you're surrounded by a million calories of colorful icing. And every so often, a stranger wanders in who catches my eye. I might toss a bit of flour on the girls to get their attention. Sorry, I'm just fooling. I can't waste an ounce of flour. It is not in my nature. If there's a light dusting on the girls, it is purely accidental, I swear. I just got to the part of the drink where all the sugar sinks to. That's a little slice of heaven. Well, I don't know if I know what you mean, sugar. Well, hold on, actually. To be fair, Subrosa has had its fair share of grim headlines and such. The difference between here on the shore front and downtown is about as night and day as it gets. Just last week, someone was shot and killed. Poor soul was found in a dumpster of all places. Police think it's drug-related. Anyway, that sort of thing is the exception around here. Hopefully they'll catch whoever's responsible, and that'll be that. Oh my, look at me gabbing on. See what happens, sugar? You give me an inch and I take a few country acres. Bless my butter tarts, sugar. That's the kind of question a gal like me dreams about hearing on a first date. I know exactly what the problem is. Bubbles mean you've got too much egg in the mix, darling. Either you're putting one too many in for good measure, or your eggs are too big. Scale them back, or take a yolk out. That'll fix it right up. Now you got me thinking about cookies, sugar. You certainly guessed the weight of this gal's heart. Oh, excuse me, I got distracted. Lotus is putting out the fresh cookies, and I like scoping out the competition. Oh, cheers, darling. All right, sugar. I've got a few questions for you. Nothing too prying, just a little test of character I'd like to throw into the mix on a first date. Feel free to pass on them, but just know you are being judged. First question. What's the best way to measure flour for a recipe? Stainless steel measuring cups or a scale? Oh, good try, sugar. Cups will do in a pinch, but nothing beats a proper scale to start living your best cookie life. That's right, sugar. Maybe that question was too easy, but you'd be surprised how many people are going through life with inadequate cookies. Oh, darling, I do declare, you're a peach who knows just how to tickle my funny bone. You failed that question, but you're definitely getting a consolation prize. Question number 2. What is the proper way to cuss someone out? Do you say, bless your heart, or you're as sharp as a throw pillow? Sorry, sugar. I got a little carried away there, I suppose. While it might feel good in the moment, I was raised that a good and proper insult should sound like a compliment. Though depending on your feelings about pillows, this one might work. I'll give you a point, just for fairness. Oh, darling. Oh, you're just 50 shades of delightful. All right, last question, sugar. If a gal in a corset comes moseying up to you, what is the good and proper way to address her ample bosom, which she obviously puts so much effort into? Oh, darling. Oh, you're just 50 shades of delightful. All right, last question, sugar. If a gal in a corset comes moseying up to you, what is the good and proper way to address her ample bosom, which she obviously puts so much effort into? Not a bad plan. Just make sure you don't do the weird wide eyes stare. I'd rather you just look, to be honest. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. A tried and true tactic. It carries the risk of failure, but so do all great undertakings. Oh, well, sugar, that's just perfect. Beg your pardon, what were we talking about? I think I got a bit distracted there. Oh, sugar, that's me. I've got to get back to the bakery and get a cake in the oven. Unfortunately, it doesn't work just turning the heat up to cook 'em faster. Darling, the time just flew by. I had such a wonderful time. I'd sure love to get together again and do a little dinner and dancing. Are you busy next week? Sounds peachy, love. Thanks for the date. See you again soon. Don't be a stranger. Wonderful, sugar. I can't wait. Thanks for being a sweetheart. I'm looking forward to returning the favor. Don't be a stranger now. After a while, crocodile.
Bonnibel, can we stop for just a moment? I need a drink of water.
Sounds good, sugar. Wouldn't mind a moment to catch my breath. Whew. You know, Elle, they say you can't really know a gal until you've walked a mile in her shoes.
Isn't that theft?
No, sugar. It's just an expression.
Oh yes, of course. I've actually never been fond of that one. Wouldn't you understand her better if you read her diary or something?
Yes, darling. But it just means you gotta live what other people live before you can have a chance to understand them. Well, I just wanted to add a little variation to that one. I think you can't quite understand a gal until you've gone through what her back goes through on a jog.
You're talking about,
Amen, darling. Amen. Good gracious, is my back killing me?
I didn't want to say anything, but I've been in terrible pain for most of this jog.
What say we go back to the bakery, and I'll fix you up some tea and a couple of cookies that'll just rock your sweet little world.
If by rock you mean like a cradle, then my answer is yes. And I would say it again, if it helped you decide.
All right, sugar, let's hit the road. You know, sometimes I wonder if these sweater kittens are worth all the trouble. Well, sometimes they're worth it. Well, sometimes they're worth it. Hey, sugar. Nice to see you again. Oh, I've been meaning to ask you if you happen to be allergic to anything. Well, I've got quite a few things I want to put in your mouth and get your opinion on. And just so we're clear, I am talking about bacon here. So let me know if you have any aversions and I'll promote you to royal guinea pig. Hey, sugar. I'm glad you're here. I need your opinion on something. There's this bacon competition coming up back home in Georgia, and I'm mulling over whether I should go. Normally I wouldn't bother, but one of my rivals from high school has been calling me out on social media, bless her heart. I would take immense satisfaction from teaching her some manners. What do you think? Yeah, I think you're right. This old rival is always trying to stir me up. Thanks for the clear-headed advice, sugar. It's always nice to get a second opinion that doesn't have the haze of internet smack talk clouding their judgment. As always, let me know if anything catches your eye, sugar. Well, someone certainly has a flair for the dramatic. I think you're right, though, sugar. It sounds like fun at least, and it'll be a good chance to visit my sisters. The competition is in a few months, so don't you worry your pretty little head. I'm not up and disappearing soon. Thanks for the advice. I appreciate it, sugar. Hey, sugar. Welcome back. As you can see, we've got no shortage of shortbread or lack of lax bread. So let me know if anything catches your attention. You are just so sweet for visiting me all the time, sugar. Here, I made you this cookie. It's got all manner of nonsense going on. Nuts, chia seeds, a small wedge of pineapple. I call them my lucky cookies. Just wanted to show some love. As always, let me know if you see something you like. Hey, sugar. Why, you're just in time. I just took the cinnamon buns out of the oven, so they are as warm and sweet as a soft kiss. And don't you hit me with the word diet, or you'll crush my little heart. As always, let me know if anything catches your eye. Sorry, loves. Store's closed for a bit. I've got a situation going on back here. No, no, no! Stop foaming! Stop foaming! Oh, abandon ship, y'all. Sweet Lord, am I tired today, sugar. I was up all night finishing a last-minute wedding cake. The order was super rush, and they paid triple. I'm normally more of a sweet tea drinker, but today it's coffee, blacker than the devil's heart. Let me know if you'd like to buy anything, Sugar. I'm always at your beck and call. Hey, Sugar. Nothing freshly baked today, I'm afraid. Oh, the flour I got shipped yesterday turned out to be contaminated. National recall. I think I might have a few sticks of beef jerky in the back if you're desperate, but for now, I'd encourage you to come back tomorrow. Take care, Sugar. Hey, Sugar. Always a pleasure to see you walk through that door. I was just about to take some cookies out. Take a look around and let me know if anything catches your sweet tooth. And if you're really looking for something sweet, well, I'll be in the back. Morning, Sugar. I have to tell you, you've got just the sweetest little rose bushes out front. I dare say the flowers are almost strawberry blonde. Give us a kiss. I was thinking about you all morning, and I don't feel like imagining it no more. All right, sweetheart, why don't you show me to your kitchen? I got some dough proofing already, and we're ready for step 2. Oh, Sugar Cookie, dough takes 2 hours to properly proof. It was either started early or stopped by the donut shop on the way here. But don't worry, if you were hoping for a bit of downtime to sit and visit, we still got a bit more proofing and baking to do. We've got all morning. Thanks, Sugar. Part of the job description, I dare say. Well, obviously, darling. It takes years before you and your apron grow the trusted bond you need to truly shine together. But in all honesty, I go through aprons like paper towels, and I'm usually scrambling to find nice ones that fit. I'll let you imagine why. Gracious me, what a cute little house you've got. This place has always caught my eye, but I've never found out who the owner is. There's always someone renting it short-term. I've always wanted to ask them why there's so much Nepeta cataria growing out front. They've got bushels of it. Catmint, Sugar, or catnip. Sorry, I took a course on botanicals a few years back, and sometimes I still use the fancy names. I have flirted with the idea of renting a place here in town, just to live fancy for a few days. But then, if I found myself somewhere without a properly stocked kitchen, I'd probably wind up fretting about it. Darling, this whole town is full of characters. I've lived here for years, and I'm still surprised on a daily basis. Perfect little kitchen. Nice and tidy, too. Glad to see it. So this morning, Sugar, I'm gonna treat you to some of my homemade Cinnabons, one of my Mama's secret family recipes. The secrets are lemon zest and buttermilk in the dough, but you did not hear that from me. I closed down the bakery this morning for its monthly cleaning cruise, so for the next couple of hours, I'm your personal pastry chef. Sound good? Well, that's picture perfect, Sugar. It's usually best working with warm ingredients. Preach it, Sugar. That's what you get for befriending a baker. Well, that's just wonderful, Sugar. I'm so pleased I can be a part of this momentous moment in your life. So did things not work out with Ale, Sugar? I thought for sure I had noticed a sparkle in your eye with her. Oh, I believe you. Mr. Reed used to come into my shop all the time a couple of years ago. insisted on being called Master Reed. Some folks just have a strange way of seeing the world. It's a wonder someone as kind as Elle came from the same tree. I see. I see. He or she must be really special then, I reckon. Those'll need to proof again for a while, so we got some time to kill. Here's where the recipes call for mimosas and charming company. Cheers to sweet summer adventures. I'll always drink to cinnamon buns. Well, I'm not sure I've ever met any myself, but I'm sure they deserve cheers as well as anyone. Well, sugar, if a gal can't help herself to a little sparkling OJ, there's something wrong in this world. Oh, there we are. The buns are all proofed and ready to go into the oven. Let's not keep those little sweet darlings waiting. Perfect. Now we just gotta give them about 30 minutes to get all poofy and good. I'll make the icing now while we're waiting. Do you mind handing me 2 cups of cream cheese? Oh, I mean 2 sticks. I'll start sifting the sugar. Thanks so much, darling. This won't take a spell. Oh, that feels so good, baby. Oh, yes, baby. That was the best massage I've ever had. Now, I haven't exactly had a whole lot, but in terms of comparison, this was like nothing I've ever had before. I hope so too. Oh, you absolute scoundrel! Well, I'd better get a trophy or a plaque or something. Top 25. My mama would be so proud. Oh, those are the buns. They've got to come out of the oven. Sugar, I just got a text from the cleaning crew. They said there's a situation down at the bakery. Something about a gas line. I've got to run after all, but... well, thank you for everything. You're gonna have me walking funny for a few days. That was incredible. You are incredible. Make sure you finish the icing and don't let those buns go to waste. Thanks, love. See you again. Hey, sugar. Thanks for knocking. It's not my usual level of hospitality, but I didn't want to leave the door unlocked. Some customers are not dissuaded by a closed sign. How are you, baby? I am too, baby. I haven't stopped thinking about you since... Well, since you left me hungry for more sugar. I wanted to do something special together tonight, and I confess it's a little bit selfish for me. How would you feel about a special Bonnibel dessert? Land sakes! Why are the police here? Oh no, baby, you accidentally hit the alarm. Go into the back. I'll talk to the police and let them know it was a mistake. I need a shower, sugar. Let's say we call it a night. Well, shoot, Peanut Sugar. This one is closed too. Well, I had no idea back-to-school shopping would be so difficult. Though I suppose I could have taken a guess, seeing as I had to close the bakery.
Don't worry about it, Bonnie. I heard the storm was really bad last year, so I think everyone is just being extra safe.
Well, sure, but the mall always feels like it exists out of time and space. It's weird seeing it act like a normal business.
I think maybe your batch of cookies has a little too much salt. Don't you think?
You know, I applied 4 times to open up a kiosk in this place. Just a little old stand so I could sell some muffins. The board of directors has it in for me, I swear it. Who turns down fresh pastries?
Maybe we'll have luck at the dollar store? Oh, hello? Can we help you? Oh? Excuse me, do I know you?
Oh, Peanut, this is the one Elle and I were talking about the other day.
Oh, nice to meet you. I've heard lots about you.
Well, speak of the devil, and a fine howdy-do to you, too. This ain't my friend, Sugar Cookie. This is my cousin. Her name is Peanut, and she's visiting for a couple weeks.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, I came to visit and to spend some time on the beach. But since the weather is a thing, we're shopping for university supplies for me.
We were hoping to pick up a few things for Peanut, but this place is looking more and more like a ghost town.
It's all right, Bonnie. We can just head home and make hot chocolate or something.
How about you, darling? What's on your mind?
Wow, you weren't kidding, Bonnie. That was smooth, like peanut butter.
Well, I told you, Sugar. Imagine being me and having to hear that music to my ears every day.
I mean, maybe put a ring on it?
Sugar, we do not talk like that out and about.
Kidding! Well, we should go, but it was nice meeting you. Hopefully we'll get a chance to hang out someday.
Take care, Sugar. And thanks for the little morale booster.
Right. Okay then. I think we should be heading off.
I think you're right.
Well, have a good day. It was nice meeting you.
Well, now that is an idea.
Hooray! Free food! Just kidding. I would love to grab some lunch.
Lead the way, Sugar.
Oh, we should head out, Bonnie.
You're right, but thanks so much for the meal and the company, Sugar.
Yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you. I hope we get a chance to hang out someday.
We gotta scoot, but have a wonderful day. Oh, Sugar! Well, put jam in my cookies and call me for tea. I was not expecting to run into you here. Oh, bless my heart, I just realized. You're probably not here for the celebrity sighting, huh? Is this the end of the vacation? Are you flying away and taking all my hopes and dreams with you? Oh, Sugar, you are so delightfully bizarre sometimes. It's one of your best qualities. Good gracious, Sugar. You can't tempt a girl like that. Not when she's got hot ovens to get back to. I'm glad I got the chance to say goodbye, though, and to tell you it was fun having you around this summer. Or maybe fun isn't quite the right word. Maybe I should say interesting, because you certainly made it plenty of that. I'm glad you were around to help watch over Elle and sweep her off her feet and everything. Things are gonna seem pretty quiet without you around. Anyway, I'm gonna miss you, love. Take care and safe travels, you hear? Don't be a stranger now, you hear? Well, darn it, love, I know that. But it ain't proper to just say it. I swear, you're lucky you're hotter than a sinner at Sunday service. Goodbye, love.